Personal honesty leads to personal health, which leads to a proper hold. Now, what is whole? Are you whole enough to hold? Wholeness doesn't mean perfection. Please understand. Wholeness doesn't mean perfection. It means prepared and healthy enough to hold. Wholeness doesn't mean, because I'm not perfect. The goal is to be prepared. That's why I'm so glad that prerequisite season, which is as valuable as the season I'm in of singleness, helped prepare me. That's why you can't look at singleness and be like, I don't want to be in the midst of this. You got to look at this, because when you don't want to be in the midst of this, you're going against the resistance that's going to make you strong enough to have an existence, right? So when you understand that singleness was a gift, that childhood was a gift, it was preparatory season to prepare you for the other phases of life, not just marriage, but for every other position. Because my singleness, my time as a teenager, all those trials were worth my while to make me versatile. To hold things is for a while. So hold it for as long as I can, no matter what comes through the wild, no matter what comes to try to take it, no matter what comes to try to devour it or defile it. I know that I'm whole enough. Those seasons prepared me. And if you're fighting against your singleness, fighting against this period of life, then you're not going to be strong enough for life, because life will punch you in the face and don't care how pretty it is or how whatever it is. And you got to say, hey, my singleness is a gift. This season of my marriage is a gift, because marriage is separated into groups. We are 3 years in our marriage come October, right? And this phase of our marriage is preparing us for the next phase of my marriage. So I can't just be, why God? Why us, God? Why do we have to go through this? No, we got to go through this to sustain that. So wholeness and seasonal, transitional seasons, whatever, are beneficial to position you to hold things. So you got to say, hey, God, try me. Don't be God, why me? Say, God, no, try me. Try me with fire. Try me with fire, because when gold is placed in the oven and if the fire is cooking it, all the impurities on the gold comes to the top. Why God tries us is so that the impurities in us comes to the top. So all he has to do is wipe it off the top. So that's why we have to be tried by fire. That's why we got to go through tough seasons. That's why. So that things can come to the top, and all he has to do is wipe it off the top. And now you will have been proven to be solid gold. So you can't bump up against the resistance, or you will be shortening your existence. Wholeness doesn't mean perfection. It means prepared. It means that I'm healthy enough. And you just can't say, oh, I was healthy then. No, you got to say, am I healthy now? I just can't be like, oh, my first 2 years of marriage, I was prepared. No. I got to sustain preparation. Every day I'm sharpening my craft. I'm sharpening the way I engage with my wife. I'm sharpening all the very facets of my life, because I know I got to stay in wholeness, not just obtain wholeness. So wholeness doesn't mean perfection. It means preparedness. It means healthy, being healthy enough to hold it. I want to be healthy when my kids come. I want to make sure my home is healthy enough for them. So I can't get mad at God and why it took 3 years. If it takes 3 years, fine. God knows how he wants them little Ezzies to come in. The issue is we want to do things in our own time frame, and then we find ourselves outside of the frame that God has pictured us in. Right? So we got to say, yo, God, hey, however long, because God is saying, hey, man, there's certain things that I want to birth. I don't want children of mine to be birthed in dysfunction. I want them to be birthed into a functional environment. It means you are able. Here's some things. We talked about this in the Purpose of Singleness course, but it's beneficial here. It means you are able. Wholeness means I'm able to do it. I am equipped to do it. I have the capabilities to do it. I'm able. It also means that I'm stable. I'm mentally stable, emotionally stable, financially stable, spiritually stable. Right? I'm stable, meaning that no matter what comes my way, I'm stable. So you don't want to marry a man or marry a woman or be in a situation where there's not no stability, there's no predictability. See, I want to be predictable, because predictability can save my life. If my wife knows that I typically come home between the hours of 5 and 7, if I don't come home around 11, she's calling people. I have to be predictable for her stability. right? So I have to be stable. I can't just be moved by everything. It don't matter what comes in my life. I can't be moved. I don't care what's going on in our world today. The world is not my rock. God is my rock. So wholeness is God saying, let me hold you. You should let me hold you. You see what I'm saying? He wants you. He wants to hold you. So no matter what comes around in his life, you're stable. Because no matter what happens in my life as a husband, I got to stay stable. It also means, am I capable? We already talked about, am I capable? Do I have the cape that proves I'm able? Superman, do I got the cape that says I'm able, that I'm capable? So when people see the Superman cape or the Batman cape, they know that person is capable. I'm just playing on words here. Wholeness means I'm responsible, that I'm able to respond. Wholeness means I have the full capacity to respond. And if I don't have it in my frame, then I know that I have it in the Holy Spirit. That's why I don't get nervous about the different levels of marriage or husbandhood that I enter in, because I didn't grow up in a home where I saw a husband. But I'm not going to let that keep me from being a husband. A lot of people right now, they're afraid. They're afraid to be a husband, afraid to be a wife, afraid to be a parent because they didn't see it. Who cares if you never see or saw how it was? You got the one who know how to be and know how to make you be it. That's the beautiful thing about it. So when you rely on the Holy Spirit, there's no need to fear when you find yourself in certain areas, because you know, hey, greater is he that's in me than even me. So that means I have, through the Holy Spirit, I'm able to respond to these, my wife. Even if I don't have no recollection of how to respond, I know that I have the Spirit of God that will teach me how to respond and will give me the words fitting in how to respond. That's why don't enter into responsibilities if you don't have the ability to properly respond to it. Are you able to respond to the frustrations of a husband, the frustration of a wife, the frustration of kids, the frustration of life? Are you accountable? Whole people don't mind being accountable, held accountable. Check up on me. That's what it got to be. Look after me so that I can be who I need to be. Whole people are dependable. They are able to be dependent on. And also, whole people are wise with their dependability. Just because you have the ability to be dependent on don't mean you're supposed to be dependable. There's levels to my dependability. There's levels to my energy. The first fruits of my energy, the 10th of my energy, all of my energy, it belongs to God. After God, then it's delegated to my life, to me. Then after delegated to my life, then it's dedicated to my wife. Then everybody else gets the scraps, fam. See what I'm saying? God gets it there. God gets the first fruits, because I know if I give him the bulk of my energy, I will be energized. And if I'm energized, then I'm energized for my wife, my children, and the people that fall under that as far as family. They're unavailable. I love that. Whole people are unavailable. Whole people says, I'm sorry, I cannot be available to everyone and everything, because I have to be available to God first. I have to be available for myself second, and I got to be available for things that are after that. They're unavailable. They know I'm unavailable for these certain things. I'm not going to go to the club. I'm not going to hang out with y'all. Y'all don't got no focus. Y'all don't got no goals. I'm unavailable for the stupid things of life. I'm unavailable. I'm not available for certain things. You got to be, whole people know how to say no. They're able to say, I'm unavailable for that. Whole people are suitable. They are suitable, meaning they have the suit that fits it. There's a dress code that comes with wholeness. I got kids in my school right now that don't like the school because of the dress code. They don't understand that no matter where you go in life, there's a dress code. Even if you have a business, you're going to require a dress code because you're going to want people to represent you well. Wholeness has a certain suit about it, has a certain dress about it. People can look at a man and be like, oh, that's a husband. I can see it already. Even the ring don't even show that he's a husband. I can see that he's a husband on how he not even looking at Big Booty Judy over there. I can see that she's a wife because she's suited as a wife. I can see that that's a good parent. They suited as a parent. I can see that he's a great minister. Not by the suit that he wears in front of the church, but I can see that he's suited for it. Got to be suitable. Whole people are likable and lovable, man. You're not gonna always be lovable, but people love to be around because you carry truth and you carry grace. They're durable, they're invaluable, meaning that they're rare. Durable means they're able to go the full duration there. They're able to sustain that position. That's why you never should get into a position without first listening to see if God even wants you to be in that position. They're invaluable, they're rare, they're priceless, and they know they're invaluable. They know they're valuable. They're readable. You're able to look at them and read them like a book. They're readable. They're not sneaky. They're not conniving. Who they are is who they are. They don't have no hidden chapters. They're who they are. They're readable. And last but not least, they are teachable. They are willing to be taught. They are forever students, forever disciples. I love that. Are you whole? Next word, enough. Enough means grace for, supply for, the capacity for. I'm enough. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you want to engage more content, make sure you check out the videos over here. If you want to learn more about the books that I've written or the cards that I've created or ways that you can support and engage with what I do online, make sure you check out the links in the description box below. And if you've been watching this far, you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe, hit that bell, and make sure you leave a comment. I would love to read it and would love to engage and be your coach online. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.